Welcome to the program. It's the Livin Life and Style Daily Travel Update for April 18th, 2025. April 18th, it's a Friday. I haven't been here on a few Fridays. I think I was here last week, but been missed. No, last week we had band competition. My son had his band competition, and apparently they did really well. So happy for him. That's fantastic. So yeah, I got to sit in and do my show on a Friday. So happy Friday to everybody. Welcome. The weekend is just around the corner. We're gonna finish up. Got to finish strong, right? Got to finish strong. So we are going to finish strong with the daily travel update. Hey, before we get started, do me the solid and please like like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hold on a second, I gotta make some adjustments here. Getting some feedback or something in my ears. Needed to turn that down. All right, there we go. That's much better. So like I was saying, like the video, tell your friends, share the channel if you're interested in travel and just little travel news and updates. And if there's something you want me to touch on, by all means, drop it in the comments. I will find out about that for you, and I'll do a little piece on it. At the same time, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button. That way you're notified when I'm going live, which is generally Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Every once in a while, my son has a few things going on, and I might have to miss a day here and there. But for the most part, those are the times. The show, obviously, brought to you by Livin Life and Style. Livin Life and Style is a travel agency. It's a full-service travel agency, so they can help you with whatever travel you need help with, whether that is like business travel, personal leisure vacation travel, group travel, events, all kinds of stuff. They can help you with it all. They meaning me. So you can reach us, because I actually do have people who help me, behind the scenes and stuff. So not with the video. I do the video solo, but I do have people who help me with the people from all the different suppliers and my host agency. I got a lot of help, good network of people. That way we can help me help you get the most out of your vacation. So you can give me a call at 816-744-1405. That's 816-744-1405. You can also find me on the web at livinlifeandstyle.com. I've been talking all week about launching my my website, my new website, and I have not gotten it done all week. I'm very disappointed in myself. Very disappointed in myself. I have a very busy day today, so I don't know that I'll get to it today. If I do, it'll be late this afternoon, early evening at the earliest. It may be tomorrow, but at least I have nothing going on tomorrow. That's a plus. Nothing going on whatsoever tomorrow. It's a free weekend. I'm very excited. Happy Easter to everybody who celebrates. Happy Easter. He is risen, and that's a great thing. So we're all happy about that. Not to get off course, though. We're here to talk about the daily travel update. I have some interesting stuff. Delta Airlines is launching new routes to the Caribbean. American Airlines is going to be giving free in-flight Wi-Fi, fleetwide. So we'll touch on that as well. And then, one of those dream destinations, it's possible it is possible to have too much of a good thing. So we're going to touch on the vacation equivalent of that. I'll let you know what we mean as we move more in to the program. And then we'll wrap it up with my favorite cruise line and talking about all of their new destinations that they have in their portfolio. If you pay attention to the show, you know who my favorite cruise line is. And yeah, man, I'm always excited to talk about them. So, hold on a second. Need a little more coffee. I ran out of time to go up and get water, which would be better than coffee. But I didn't have time to do that before the show started. So I just have to drink the coffee. The coffee does not do a great job of moistening the mouth like water does. It helps, though. If it's getting dry, it's better than nothing. But at the end of the day, it kind of ends up leaving your mouth a little dry. So that's just how it goes. Oh, the struggle, right? I know it's terrible. So let's get on with it, right? Shall we? All right, let's get on with it. Here we go. We're talking about Delta Airlines. Delta Airlines expanding Caribbean connectivity with new nonstop flights to Grand Cayman and Nassau. So you Grand Cayman scuba divers, you Bahamas fans who love to get down to Nassau, good news for you. This article is from Travel and Tour World. Delta Airlines is doubling down its Caribbean expansion for the 2025 winter travel season, announcing new nonstop routes from Detroit to Grand Cayman and from Minneapolis to Nassau in the Bahamas. These new routes will cater to the growing demand for Caribbean travel and are set to begin in December of 2025, expanding access to Grand Cayman and Nassau. Delta's new routes. I don't know how, sometimes you're supposed to use route, sometimes you're supposed to use route. I don't, whatever. Delta's new routes. I don't like saying it that way. I'm from the Midwest and we're weird. Delta's new routes highlight the airline's commitment to supporting the Caribbean's booming tourism industry, with flights directly connecting Detroit Metropolitan Airport to Grand Cayman and Minneapolis St. Paul International Airport to Linden Pendling International Airport in Nassau. Both routes will operate from December through April, the region's high season, providing greater access to these popular destinations. The addition of nonstop service from Detroit to Grand Cayman is particularly exciting, given the growing demand for flights to the Cayman Islands. With its world-class culinary scene, thriving luxury market, and a host of upscale resorts like the Ritz-Carlton Grand Cayman and the Kimpton Seafire Grand Cayman continues to solidify its status as one of the Caribbean's top luxury hotspots. The new route will also serve travelers from nearby Windsor, Ontario, boosting demand with a significant number of Canadian passengers. Similarly, the new Minneapolis to Nassau route will tap into this rising demand from Midwest travelers seeking experiential travel in the Bahamas. Nassau, known for its cultural diversity and luxury resorts, remains one of the Caribbean's top destinations. Hotels like Atlantis Paradise Island, Baha Mar from the Grand Hyatt Collection, and the upscale Goldwyn on Cable Beach offer a mix of large resorts and private retreats catering to a wide range of travelers. boosting Caribbean travel in 2025. The timing of these new routes aligns with Delta's broader push to expand its Caribbean footprint. Delta had previously announced expanded flights to St. Thomas and new routes to Grenada and St. Vincent, reflecting the airline's commitment to meeting the growing demand for Caribbean destinations. This expansion underscores the importance of the Caribbean as a vital tourism hub, with Delta playing a key role in connecting American and international travelers to the region. As Caribbean travel continues to surge, new routes are poised to further elevate tourism, benefiting not only travelers but also local economies by increasing accessibility to top destinations. Whether visitors are heading to the luxury resorts of Grand Cayman or the vibrant cultural scene of Nassau, these nonstop routes will make it easier for travelers to teach these Caribbean gems, to reach these Caribbean gems. A promising future for Caribbean connectivity. Delta's new nonstop routes to Grand Cayman and Nassau are part of a larger trend of increased air connectivity to the Caribbean, further solidifying the region as one of the most popular travel destinations. By offering more direct flights to key destinations, Delta is ensuring that travelers have even more opportunities to help explore the beauty, culture, and luxury of the Caribbean. With these exciting new routes, Delta Airlines continues to be a key player in making Caribbean travel more accessible and convenient for travelers, helping to drive tourism growth and support the region's economy. So there you go. Delta getting us to the Caribbean faster and easier so we can sip on some drinks, sit at the beach, and enjoy the beautiful waters of the Caribbean. So that's awesome, right? I mean, nobody's complaining about this, are they? I'd hope not. I would hope not. All right. So on to the next little bit of airline news. American Airlines is set to deliver free in-flight Wi-Fi fleet-wide by January. This is from the Insider Travel Report and our good buddy James Shillinglaw from April 18th of 2025. Man, I will go back and add the links. I don't have them in the immediate description when I set all this up. I've been going back and adding the links to the articles I've been reading. I think it's a kind of good thing to do, but at the same time, I want to make sure you have an opportunity to check out the articles that I'm reading, so I like to share them with you. And so I'm going to be adding them to the descriptions. I need to get them added before the show starts. That's kind of what I was getting at, and I didn't get that done this time. But I've only just started doing it. I'll get into the habit, and then it'll be good. So anyways, moving on. Our buddy James Shillinglaw brings us this article today about American Airlines. James writes, there's suddenly a welcome rush by major U.S. airlines to provide fast, free Wi-Fi on flights. American Airlines and AT&T, two iconic American brands built on a legacy of connecting customers to the people and places that matter most, will take those connections to new heights, offering complimentary in-flight Wi-Fi. I think the one was a typo. In-flight Wi-Fi across more than 2 million American flights a year, beginning in January 2026. With complimentary in-flight Wi-Fi available exclusively to members of the A Advantage loyalty program, American will offer free in-flight connectivity on more planes than any other domestic carrier, sponsored by AT&T. The deal is also notable because American is using AT&T, not Starlink, to provide its free Wi-Fi. Interesting. Competition makes us all better. So that's good to hear. Quote, our customers greatly value staying connected while in the air, whether communicating with friends, getting work done, checking in on social media, or streaming their favorite subscription services, said Heather Garboden. Oh, that's an interesting name. Heather Garboden. I hope I said that right, Heather. She's the Chief Customer Officer for American. We've been working diligently to outfit our aircraft with the best in-class hi-fi high-speed Wi-Fi, hi-fi Wi-Fi, no, high-speed Wi-Fi, and together with AT&T are proud to offer those services at no cost to our most loyal customers, end quote. Beginning in January 2026, American will offer complimentary Wi Fi on all aircraft equipped with Viasat and Intelsat high speed satellite connectivity, accounting for roughly 90% of its fleet. To prepare for the launch, American conducted a limited time complimentary Wi Fi test on select routes, allowing it to gauge the strength of its service with surpassed performance expectations. American also is on pace to outfit more than 500 regional aircraft with I cannot say that today. High speed Wi Fi by the end of 2025, in time for next year's complimentary Wi Fi service. Quote, people want to be connected everywhere, all the time, said Jennifer Robertson, executive vice president and general manager, mass markets for AT&T. She continued, whether it's staying in touch with those who matter most, following a favorite sports team, or catching up on that show everyone is talking about, connectivity brings people a world of possibilities. By advancing connectivity, everything becomes more immediate and accessible anywhere they go. We are proud to partner with American Airlines to connect people to what matters most to them, even in the sky, end quote. Less than 2 months ago, American announced Garbodin's appointment as chief customer officer, emphasizing its renewed focus on the customer experience and its commitment to enhancing every aspect of the travel journey, from booking and boarding to in-flight experiences, including digital connectivity. Quote, this was a natural partnership in every aspect. Two iconic Texas-based brands known for innovation and connection, said Garbodin. American has also been a long-standing business customer of AT&T, end quote. For more information, visit aa.com. That is American Airlines website, aa.com. There you go. Everybody's moving in this direction. All the cruise lines, you can have Wi-Fi. Some of the cruise lines are, offer it for free. They include it as part of their fare. Like Virgin Voyages, your Wi-Fi is included. Others have a charge for it, like Royal Caribbean. They charge you. You have a package for it, kind of like a drink package, only it's a Wi-Fi package. And then there's a couple of cruise lines that are doing it in kind of a hybrid model. Like Celebrity, they have a particular rate that adds the Wi-Fi already, and it's more affordable than buying a Wi-Fi package. So Celebrity does that. They kind of bundle it with a drink package, so it's more like an all-inclusive experience. So there's lots of ways, but Wi-Fi is finally, I really don't understand why it took so long to get it so accessible on planes. But finally, we're getting there. That's kind of nice. I don't think it should have taken this long. I think, quite frankly, many of the airlines and the cruise lines, quite honestly, were making plenty of money by selling them as packages. But then you get a few people come in as disruptors and say, you know what, we're just going to give you the Wi-Fi because it doesn't really cost us anything anyway. And sure, it did cost the companies in the beginning because they had to invest the money to put in the technology into their crafts, whether it be the cruise ships or the airplanes, to make Wi-Fi accessible. So, I mean, I understand why they charged at the beginning. I just think they probably could have moved to free access or included access to it much sooner. But that's okay. Once again, kind of like the AT&T being used instead of Starlink. The competition makes us all better. So it's good to see. That's why it's happening now, because the competition is starting to make it happen. Some people are trying to get a leg up on their competitors. So they're like, you know what? We don't need to charge for the Wi-Fi anymore. We'd rather just have your business. There you go. All right. So earlier, when I started the show, I said something about You know how you can have too much of a good thing, and then I had a travel example. Well, here is my travel example. This is from the Rob Report and Michelle Chea. Michelle, I tried. Put my best foot forward on the last name, Chea. I hope I'm right. I'm probably not. I'm probably not. It might be Chi. I tried. Che could be Che. Che. Michelle Che. That actually sounds more right. Anyway, we're just going to go with Michelle. From the Rob Report, this was published. Go away. This was published April 10th, so 8 days ago. Bali, that's right, Bali. Everybody, Bali makes like 85% of all people's, bucket list travel destinations, right? South Pacific, beautiful island. Yeah. I mean, hell, I want to go. I don't know a single person that if you said, "Do you want to go to Bali?" and they'd be like, "If you're paying for it, yes." I'm just saying. So Bali may be a victim of its own success as luxury hotels look to quieter islands nearby. Travelers have flooded paradise, but Bali may be getting too crowded for its own good. See, too much of a good thing. But damn, look at that. I mean, I see why it's crowded, man. I see why it's crowded. It's crowded because it's beautiful. And people like to go to beautiful. No, it's okay. It's okay, Rob Report. I don't need to sign up for your newsletter. Michelle writes, today, it's hard to remember when Bali was a refuge for broke hippies, surfers, and backpackers. I've never known it as that, but I'm a little younger. So, especially when you start talking about broke hippies, those, I'm pretty sure those people came from the 60s, right? Of course they did. When my dad was in high school. Anyway, it's hard to remember when Bali was a refuge for broke hippies, surfers, and backpackers. Over the past 2 decades, it's been transformed by resort development, Western second home buyers, and more recently, digital nomads into an increasingly upscale playground. And the transformation of this Indonesian paradise isn't over yet. With 7 new 5-star resorts due to open by 2027, ambitious political leaders are even looking to expand the luxury sprawl, setting their sights on neighboring islands like Nusa Penida, just 25 kilometers from Bali, which they say could become the next Monaco. Well, there you go. It's fast developing, says Zachary Davidson, founder of A to Z Travel. I have seen steadily growing interest from North American travelers, and that's because the island is so rich in culture, offers stunning and diverse landscapes, has an exciting nightlife scene, and now a mature luxury market, end quote. Some of Bali's new and soon to open luxury hotels include the Regent Hotel Canggu. Okay. I hope I said that right. I always know I hope I said it right. I do try. Okay. I do try. Anantara, Ubud, Bali Resort, and Mandarin Oriental. They'll be duking it out with perennial favorites like Four Seasons, Bulgari, Laguna Resort and Spa, and St. Regis. I know St. Regis. Not the perennial favorite in Bali, St. Regis. Just I knew how to say it because I went to a St. Regis Catholic school when I was a young kid. I did. It's true. It's not a Catholic school anymore, but I did. Let's see. Man, look at who doesn't want to go there? Am I right? I mean, get off. Quit grabbing at your face, bro. I don't need to be seeing all that. Who doesn't? I mean, like I could spend all day there and not leave. I just be like, I'm posted. Call me. Don't call me. Just don't call me. Please don't. Quote, Bali's popularity has only increased over the past few years, and with this increase in popularity has sprung a new level of luxury infrastructure, end quote, says Annabelle Kaplan of Fisher Travel. Still, the growth has sparked backlash. The Indonesian government was floating a moratorium to stop the construction of new hotels, villas, and nightclubs in Bali in an effort to curb over tourism or in an effort to curb over tourism, an idea that was abandoned at the start of the year. Nevertheless, some of hospitality's top brands got the message, perhaps forecasting traveler fatigue before it happens. Many are now looking to utilize some of the other 17,500 islands that make up Indonesia rather than restricting themselves to the tourism capital. The islands of Flores, Lombok, and Sumba are the primary targets. Marriott International was one of the first major operators to open in Bali more than 30 years ago and is now one of the first to expand to a less crowded islet. Last year, the brand opened Ta'aktana. Ta'aktana. I think I did that one right. A luxury collection resort and spa in Labuan Bajo, Labuan Bajo, located right on the footsteps of Komodo National Park in Flores. It has 70 suites spread out over 60 hectares with 7 sea villas designed as traditional iconic huts from the indigenous Mangarai Mangarai people of Flores, seemingly floating on the ocean. It has 70 suites spread out over 16 hectares with 7 sea villas designed as traditional conical huts from the indigenous Mangarai people of Flores, seemingly floating on the ocean. There, that made a lot more sense when you read the whole sentence as one sentence and don't like completely have a train wreck when you're trying to properly pronounce people's names and the names of a group of people. You don't want to screw that stuff up. I'm just saying. I'm trying to do good here. Do the right thing, right? The Dia Spa offers massages, facials, and scrubs reflecting the same ancient rituals practiced centuries ago on the island, with other facilities including a 24-hour gym, Olympic-sized pools, and a library complete a spectacular new addition to the Indonesian luxury hotel scene. 1-bedroom villas start at $790 per night, but that's a 1-bedroom villa. You can, those are pretty spacious. $790 a night. I mean, it is, in Indonesia, so it's going to be a little pricey, especially with their luxury. But at the end of the day, I mean, that's not awful. Let's see here. Where are we at here? Oh, yeah, the other thing. I mean, you're doing facials and scrubs with rituals practiced centuries ago. I mean, I understand wanting to have a cultural immersion experience, and that's fine. And you can use the rituals from centuries ago, but I would like to think that at a spa we have, kind of had a few advancements in skincare over the last 100 years, or few hundred years, since it's centuries plural. I would think we would have had some advancements. I'm just saying, and there would be better ways to do things. Because if there's not, like, that's kind of an indictment on the whole spa skincare industry, isn't it? Like, they keep saying they have new things, but they're really not, or they don't work, or I don't know. Look, man, if the ladies like to go to the spa, you take them to the spa. I don't really care what things they do in there. I got to be honest. I don't. It's fine. My wife likes to go to the spa. I like to let her go to the spa or take her to the spa. Hell, even sometimes we'll do a couple's day at the spa. Massage, nice, get you all feeling good. No complaints. I have no complaints about the spa. I find this curious. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. There's the Ta'aktana. There's a little view of one of their rooms. It does look nice. The view looks spectacular. There's no arguing that. You're bugging me, lady. In November, Marriott also opened the Sierra on Bali's island neighbor Lombok. Its villas and beach house and presidential suites include 24-hour butler service and private pools overlooking the tropical landscape. It's located with direct access to spectacular waterfalls, Mount Rinjani for volcanic hikes, and water sports near the Gill Islands. Beachfront villas are starting at $800 per night. So there you go. There you go. Quote, planning for our new Indonesian resorts began years ago, reflecting our commitment to immersing travelers in destinations that offer both iconic and off the beaten path experiences, says Philip Wigman, vice president and global brand leader of the luxury collection. Quote, we're making Indonesia not an either or, but a more differentiated and vibrant exploration of the various islands, end quote. Also coming to Lombok, which saw a 20% increase in tourists in 2023, is Grand Malia. I believe we talked about this a week ago or so. Situated on the South Island, surrounded by lush green hills and direct access to crystal clear waters and pristine beaches for snorkeling, it will have 22 luxury villas on the beach side and more than 100 suites on the mountainside, all with private infinity pools and ocean views when it presumably opens this year. It was due late last year, so I guess we'll see how that goes. I can only imagine how difficult it is to build stuff on remote islands. So I guess we'll see. But that is a very impressive complex right there. Man. All right. These islands have, quote, plenty of open waterfront land for development, while Bali has less. It's much more expensive to buy and build with tons of competition, end quote, says Davidson. On Sumba, the small but mighty luxury hotel Cap Caroso is the latest opening, and the brutalism-inspired design is unlike anything you'll find on Bali. Founded by French couple Fabrice and Yves Ivara, who fell in love with the remote region they now call home, created 8 different room categories to choose from. The best is the beachfront villa with direct access to a private beach, private lounge, and open air swimming pool. 2-bedroom villas start at $1,100 per night. We have begun to see a focus on moving away from the crowds and exploring the remote and pristine regions, Kaplan says. All right, man. So if you're wanting to check out Indonesia and Bali was on your list, there are some other options that might be a little more exclusive or a little more remote, ground a little less trodden, you could say, right? So, yeah, I'd be interested to see Cap Caroso's brutalism-inspired design. I was never really a big fan of brutalism, so just bare concrete. Ugh, it was kind of ugly. It looks like every federal building made from like 1960s on. So yeah, not a big fan, but maybe they have a new twist on it and it looks better. I don't know. All right, now we're gonna wrap it up, and we're gonna wrap it up with my favorite cruise line, Virgin, building destination portfolio. Yeah, their destination portfolio is getting bigger and better. They now will have they will be having 4 ships in service, which is going to allow them to get to more places, which is awesome, because nothing better than having more options on your favorite cruise line, that's what it would mean for me. More options on my favorite cruise line, and I'm not going to complain about that. So this is from Cruise Industry News. It came out yesterday. I didn't get to it in yesterday's show. Actually, I saw the article after I was done with yesterday's show. So that's why I'm bringing it to you today. Cruise Industry News writes, Actually, it's a person. I'm pretty sure Cruise Industry News, the company, but you get what I'm saying. Anyway, the brilliant lady will join the Virgin Voyages fleet later this year with 4 mermaidens exploring all 4 corners of the United States in her debut season, said Natasha Salcedo, director of itineraries and destinations. The ship first starts in New York before moving to Miami, then the West Coast, and then Seattle for Virgin's debut into Alaska in 2026. Ooh, yeah. That might be the way I get my wife to do an Alaskan cruise, if it's a Virgin cruise. Very nice. Quote, we are offering long Caribbean itineraries out of Miami on the Brilliant Lady, Salcedo said. We have we already have our mix of cruises, but this allows us to offer a 10-night product diving further into the Caribbean and hitting different destinations we don't always visit. I think a 10-night product would be exactly the best cruise for me and my wife. That's what I think. Quote, we can get a little further, including overnight in Cartagena, calling in Grand Cayman, Ocho Rios, and St. Martin, which are destinations we usually offer on our San Juan based ship, end quote. In Europe, Virgin In Europe, Virgin has a new Iceland product coming this summer, Salcedo told Cruise Industry News, plus a call into Norway and a new 11-night cruises in Europe. Overnights in Istanbul are another new twist, she said. Quote, we are working on a variety of cruise links to see where the sailor demand is. We also want to be able to curate longer itineraries, allowing sailors to combine back-to-back cruises, end quote. Evaluating new destinations, Salcedo said the company looks at what the land experiences are, both for shore excursions and for independent guests. Quote, it's important for the ship to fit, but that is just part of the puzzle. One part of the puzzle, end quote, she said. The puzzle is going to look different for Virgin I cannot read. What is going on? The puzzle is going to look different for Virgin when the Brilliant Lady sails from Seattle for Alaska cruises next summer. The Brilliant Lady is the only one of the Virgin ships that can transit the Panama Canal with an adjusted superstructure to fit. Interesting. Brilliant Lady is the only one of the Virgin ships that can transit the Panama Canal with an adjusted superstructure to fit. I'm interested to learn more about that. I'm going to have to get my buddy Paige on an interview and talk about this. That's a great idea. Virgin will turn on Thursdays in Seattle for its Alaska program, offering primarily a 7-day product. Sailing on Thursday potentially solved 2 problems. It gave Virgin a slot in Seattle, and because of the departure day, it allows the ship to dock at the limited allotment of Alaskan ports on quieter days. Quote, we want to lean into our messaging, which is ample time in the destination, Salcedo said. There is more opportunity for shore excursions. We are not fighting elbow to elbow. Itinerary planning happens years in advance, she continued. That is 2 or 3 years out. We are working on 2028 already. What ship goes where and what makes the most sense? These are conversations years in the making. A perfect itinerary that lights that lights up green for all our metrics, Salcedo added. It's different in all regions, and all itineraries are not created equal, end quote. Man, that's I'm pretty excited about that. I got to be honest, that I'm now itching to get my first get back on a Virgin Voyages cruise. I haven't been on one in a while. I miss it. I miss see the little red hammocks? Do you see the little red hammocks? We love the little red hammocks. We love them. I've had balconies on other cruise lines, and I must admit my favorite balcony I ever had was the aft balcony on a Carnival ship. That was the best. but only because it was on the aft of the ship. The balcony product from Virgin is better. I just have not been able to get one of those sweet aft balconies. That's right. That's what it's called. It's the sweet aft balcony. You can get the one has a big sweet aft balcony, or you can get one that has a bigger sweet aft balcony, or you can get the one that has the biggest sweet aft balcony you've ever seen. Anyway, I haven't gotten to have one of those yet. See, right there. You can kind of see it off in the distance. That's them right there in the middle. They're huge. They're beautiful. They have little red hammocks, but they're bigger. My time will come. Your time could come too. But that does it for the Livin Life and Style daily travel update for April 18th, 2025. I really appreciate you guys for coming and watching, tuning in. Like, share, and subscribe. All in that order. Like the video, share the video with your friends, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you know when I go live with the daily travel update. And then, I'll be back on Monday with another one. And since it's Monday, it's not the end of the month on Monday. So, I will be doing my daily travel update, which is on Mondays. That's not the end of the month. It's time to do the Avoya Top 10 Travel Deals of the Week. So you can wait. You can get that on Monday. Anyways, the show, the Livin Life and Style Daily Travel Update, is brought to you by Livin Life and Style Travel. It is a full-service travel agency. They can help you with every component of your trip. They can also help you with whether it's business travel, personal, leisure, vacation travel. They can help you if you want to put together a group. They can help you if you want to, what's the other thing? Events, corporate events. You got corporate events, you just sporting events. I'm really going to start pushing more sporting events here as we continue to move along, because there are a lot of incredible sports trips you can take. And so we need a little more news on that. So I'm probably going to start having more articles that touch on those sorts of things as well. But I'm going to wrap it up here because I got other things to do today. I got a really busy day ahead of me. I got some phone calls I got to make. I got some trips I have to finish up. And, I got to go get my wife from the airport. I missed my wife. I'm glad she's home. She had a good trip. And, quite frankly, I just can't wait to see her, and neither can my son. So we're going to go pick her up later this afternoon. So that means I need to hop off here because I need to get to work so that I can make all those things happen later in the afternoon. You guys have a great day here on a Friday. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Happy Easter to everybody who celebrates. Happy Easter to those who don't celebrate too, because, it's, I'm just extending good graces to everyone. And, tune in on Monday to the Livin Life and Style Daily Travel Update. We'll see what kind of stuff is in the Avoya Top 10 Travel Deals of the Week. Be good, everybody.